Well, welcome back to episode 13 of Training for Leadville. We are now less than 3 weeks away from the big dance, the big A goal, the Leadville 100 trail run. It's gonna be here very quick. So this was really my last big week of training. I've got another big run planned still, but this is definitely the highest volume over the last several weeks. So it was a good week of training. Let's dive in. Well, Monday, July 24th called for a rest day, and that's exactly what I did. Total rest. Didn't do any workouts, strength training, anything at all. It was just letting the body rest because I was a little bit tired after the previous week's training. So listening to the body. Well, Tuesday, July 25th called for 1 hour easy run. And this was a run where I was actually testing the Coros heart rate monitor for view. Take a look at that top right corner. But yeah, easy run, just an hour. Went out for a little over 7.5 miles, 8:32 pace, just keeping it pretty easy. Well, Wednesday, July 26th called for a hill workout. So I headed back to Rampart Range Road, which is one of my favorite areas to go do a steady state run up a hill or a mountain, whatever you want to call it. So the workout for the day was 3 6-minute intervals at about a 7 or 8 RPE, the runner's perceived effort. And so that's what I did. And the recovery between those was about 3 minutes. So it was a good session, 30-minute warm-up and then a cool down. And my warm-up was also uphill up Rampart Range Road. So all in, it was about 10 miles, 1,300 feet of elevation gain, average about a 9:15 pace, just kind of cruising pretty easily on the way down. And it was a good run. I wore the Hoka Tecton X2. The 2 carbon plates in there help with that a little bit on the uphill running, so it was a good day. So Thursday, July 27th called for a 1 hour easy run. I went out late afternoon and was kind of trying to get it done before some storms. However, the run just did not feel well whatsoever. Sometimes you have those runs where it just doesn't feel good. I don't know if my body wasn't recovered from the previous day's hill workout, what it was. I just felt like crap. The legs didn't want to move well. My stomach was hurting. So I cut it short. I only did about 45 minutes and it was just not a good run. One of those where it's just, yeah. So Friday, July 28th called for a cross training day, which was either a hike or a bike. I didn't do either. Instead, I had to work, and then late afternoon, about 4:30, I kind of started getting the van ready, putting some things up in the windows because I was going to Leadville. So I did that, got it ready, then I drove to Leadville, had dinner in Buena Vista on the way up, and then found a great camping spot at the base of Perry Mountain, right there above Twin Lakes, and it was just absolutely beautiful. And that was about it. That's all I did that day. Hey, real quick, let me tell you about the sponsor of this video, and that's Vert.Run. I am now less than 3 weeks away from the Leadville 100, my A goal race of the year. And my coach Max has been awesome to bounce ideas off of what I really need to focus on in these last key workouts that I'm doing. So if you are looking for a coach, that communication, that someone that's a professional to bounce ideas off of, highly recommend checking out Vert.Run. Look below in the description for a link to go download the app and to save 40% off your first months of training. How about that view? All right, back to the video. So Saturday, July 29th then was my long run in Leadville. So I went and did the Hope Pass double is what they call it. Well, I'm here at Willis Gulch Trailhead, getting ready to start the Hope Pass up to out to the Winfield aid station, turn around and come back. Should be about 21-ish miles. It is a gorgeous day. Right at the base of that mountain over there. That is Perry Peak or Pari Peak, however they pronounce it. So I started at Willis Gulch Trailhead, went up to the first intersection where I could have taken a right, and that would take me up Hope Pass. But I went left, back down towards Twin Lakes, and I'm going down to just about where the river crossing is. And then I'm gonna go up so I can see the most course that I can today. Oh, it actually leveled off for a minute. You can actually run a little bit. Some steep climbs. Well, about 10,800 feet up, came to this little meadow. Kind of nice. I think there's one more meadow before we get the tree line, if I remember correctly. Man, it is just so beautiful. I think that might be Hope up there that we're headed towards. It looks pretty ominous. Well, a couple of old cabins over here. I don't know what the story is behind these. If anybody does, let me know. Well, I made it to tree line, and you've got to take a look at this gorgeous view. Holy cow. Right about here, I believe, is where the Hopeless or Hope Pass aid station is. Right there is a fire ring. Hopefully I will not be sitting there. Gosh. Man, the cameras just don't do this beauty justice. If you ever have an opportunity to go to Leadville, you've got to do the Hope Pass. It's breathtaking, it's beautiful. Headed down into Winfield now. Sat up there for a minute or two, had a spring energy gel, flew the drone, talked to a bunch of people, met Irene doing this for her first 100-miler. She looks like she's pretty stout, doing the same route I am, so I'll see her again. All right, let's go down this steep descent to Winfield. Down into Winfield, a couple more miles. I just met a couple of folks that recognized me from the channel, said hey. Dory, her and a group of three girls who were doing the 100 out here training. And then I met Justin. He's gonna be doing this for his first 100. So cool to meet you guys. Good luck in the rest of your training, and I'll see you race day. Almost into Winfield now, very close. Passing more people that recognize me, which is awesome. Seeing everybody, Dax and Jake, the other guy, I can't remember your name. Oh man, whew, it's getting warm. All right, that behind me there, I believe, is the Winfield aid station area. My turnaround point. Whew. I gotta stop at this creek down here and filter some water, mix up some more electrolytes, and get moving. All right, walking out of Winfield, filtered water, but my gosh, the mosquitoes and flies down there were absolutely insane. They're still following me. Drank some water, drank the last of my tailwind flask, mixed up some scratch, and now I'm heading back. All right, this is the Sheep Gulch Junction down there. I came out that way. Now we gotta go back up Hope. This is where it gets steep. From here on out, super steep grade, straight up. And there are some clouds coming, so gotta pay attention. All right, about 1,000 feet more to climb. Oh man, this is so steep. This is gonna be crazy with 55 miles on your legs. Trying to get up over here before these clouds do anything. It's not thundering yet, so hopefully it won't. Well, it is starting to rain. That is okay though, feels good. Just keep the thunder away. Oh man. That is gonna be really tough. So it was a very good, challenging run, beautiful weather, really couldn't ask for better temperatures. But that backside of Hope Pass, with 52-ish mile legs in the race, it's going to be a challenge. It is going to be a challenge for sure. Overall, the run was 22.32 miles, 6,300 feet of elevation gain. It says my average pace was a 15:35. Strava's being generous. It did take much longer than that, but I did stop a lot. I flew the drone twice, talked to a ton of people. I saw so many people that recognized me from the channel, which was awesome. I mean, probably 15 people that were out training for the race. It was really cool. So great to meet some of you out there on the trail, and cannot wait to see you all on August 19th as we toe the line for the big dance. After the run, my wife said it was cool if I stayed in Leadville again to do my next run the next day in Leadville. So I stayed there by the creek at Willis Gulch and kind of relaxed for a while, which was awesome. Just perfect way to relax after a big run like that. Then I headed up into Leadville and had dinner at the Golden Burrow again, and then found my normal kind of camping site there in Leadville. And I got ready for the next day. Well, Sunday, July 30th called for 2 hours easy run on the trails, nothing too steep. So I decided to do the start of the race and also the end of the race. Not the very start, but the Turquoise Lake section. So it's a very runnable, only, not too much elevation gain at all, but very pretty. Well, good morning of day 2 of my mini Leadville training camp. I'm doing the Turquoise Lake section now, which is the start and the finish of the race, basically. Whew, this is a steep climb. This is the first steep climb of the race once you get off the little road that goes by the camping areas. Takes us up to the lake. All right, made it to May Queen. That's the campground area behind me. I believe that's where the aid station is. A little over 6.6 miles. I don't know, out to here from where I started. So now I'm gonna turn around, go back. Not gonna lie though, my legs are feeling yesterday's run. I'm headed all the way over there to the dam. Should be, I don't know, about another 2.7 miles, something like that. We'll see. So yeah, it was great run. My legs were definitely feeling the previous day's run for sure, all that elevation gain. But it ended up being a little over a half marathon, 705 feet of elevation gain, about a 10:51 pace. So a little bit longer than I was supposed to go, but I wanted to do that whole section out to May Queen so I could see what that would look like. And this whole weekend in Leadville, I was wearing the Mafate Speed 4s, the black and gray or orange and gray ones here, which are now very dusty. Definitely going to wear these at the race. They did great, fantastic, lots of grip. I love these shoes, really good. So all in for the week, it was a good week of training. 58.15 miles, over 11 and a half hours of training, 9,121 feet of elevation gain. So definitely one of my bigger weeks in a while. I had some bigger weeks, a couple months ago in building up in the winter time, but a good week of training for sure. Now we've got this next week coming up, going to be a decent week, not going to be as high volume, lower intensity on the hill workouts, nothing like that. But I do have one more big run plan for Friday, and then we're actually going on a cruise. So we leave Saturday morning, and so it's not the best time to be going to sea level, but we're going to do it, and we're going to make it happen. We'll get back, get straight into altitude, and get the body adjusted as quickly as I can. Well, sorry this video was not released Monday morning like normal. I did get back later in the afternoon on Sunday and then spend time with family instead of working on a YouTube video since I was gone all weekend. So yeah, sorry about that, but hey, family first. Anyway, thank you for watching. I do appreciate you all so much. If you have not already, why don't you go ahead and take a look at the Leadville Silver Rush 50-mile race video. It's on your screen. And then on this side, I'll put a playlist of the other Training for Leadville episodes. There's now 13 of them. Wow. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one.